Hey, Mr. Random Pop Culture News Freak here again, Mr. MannyTendoWolverine. As always, you know the intros and introductions towards this channel on my social media links such as Twitter, Instagram, all the good stuff, AKX. Of course, be sure to write down all the good things, and of course, once in a while, Reddit, and anything else that's out there. Anyways, just in case you guys don't forget, share, like, comment, hit the bell notification. Really care about myself and really like my stuff. Subscribe, my peoples. Anyways, guys, I know this is like a day ago. You're probably not gonna watch it until like this in the next 2-3 days. I don't know if any guys do celebrate it. I really don't. I mean, I should. Supposedly I'm like evangelical Christian, but whatever. Because I still do use cursing, profanity occasionally. So it is what it freaking is. The Superman DC trailer that they ended up dropping, Superman Day trailer, official one, again. It's crazy because, you know, like, I want to say the two most favorite superheroes, or actually, I would make it a top three. Top three most favorite heroes I like from the DC side of shit was between, I want to say Green Lantern. I want to say, like, not Robin, but the other one's from, like, not the Teen Titans, but the other thing. Like, Batman Beyond, he was cool, so I liked him. I liked another one from the Batman series, which was like, it wasn't Catwoman, it was another chick. It was Poison Ivy or Harley Quinn. Oh yeah, Batgirl was real cute until she ended up getting a wheelchair later on. But no, she was still pretty anyways. And then a third one I would have said for females, probably the Hawk Girl. I don't know if it was Valkyrie Girl or Hawk Girl. She was cute as that. And for the guys, it was like between Green Lantern. Actually, the black Green Lantern was pretty badass. I like the white one too, but the black one was pretty kick-ass. That one, the Flash, and the third one I'll probably say is a tie between either the Martian Man fool, or what was the other dude's name besides Martian Man? I want to say somebody from Teen Titans. Not Aquaman, but it was another one. It's probably a tie between Aqualad and then that other dude. What was his name? Shit, there was another fool that was really badass as hell in DC. This is before Teen Titans Go was a thing. It was the original Teen Titans. And it wasn't Beast Boy either. That dude was annoying as crap in Teen Titans, man. It was probably worse than Teen Titans Go. Fuck, what was his name? I want to say it was either, damn. I think it was a dude named, he had like chameleon powers, or it was another dude. Damn, I don't remember his freaking name. I wish I remembered his fucking goddamn name. It was somebody really cool as heck, man. Oh yeah, there was another dude who was a villain. He was cool as fuck. His name was Billy Numerous. And as far as the super villains went, like the ones for Teen Titans I'd like the most was probably Jinx and like Blackfire. Those are my baes, my waifu chicks back in the mid-late 2000s for sure. Anyways, Superman Day trailer. Let's go. Let's get into it. I don't know if it's going to have James Gunn speak because it's a little long, a little lengthy. It's more than a minute, so 2.5 minutes. So, yeah, let's jump into it. Let's go.
Being a child, I loved the purity of Superman. It was a time when I was starting to understand what movies were.
James didn't know that Superman was in his future. He wasn't sure that that was the one he should be doing. And then he called me one day and he said, I have a way in. I know what I want.
I gotta see who that was. Hold on.
Should be doing. And then he called me one day and he said, I have a way in. I know what I want to talk about.
I had been trying to crack it for years. This character's noble and he's beautiful.
I remember a lot of people making fun of him, like this in this version of pose. It's like everyone's like, "Oh, it's the Yamcha pose from Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super," where he's always getting his ass kicked. He's like the weakest DBZ character on there. I didn't even notice that until people started saying it on like Twitter and Instagram, even TikTok, which I don't even use TikTok. I just heard it through a lot of Reddit posts, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, it does look like it a little bit. All right, funny."
Finished day one on Superman.
It's been a hell of a week at the office.
His scripts are so unique, his stories, they're heartfelt.
You know, we love the opportunity to play with the incredible DC library of characters and stories, and we really want to do justice for them.
Welcome to the Daily Planet. It's been so much fun to have the gang together finally.
I wear my trunks on the outside of my pants. Like, it's liberating.
James, in his stories, he does it with heart.
Superman is a character who's good.
Who is filled with hope. He saves people because it's the right thing to do. We could use a little bit more of that.
Superman was my original superhero, and it started on in comics, and I think it's going to be a game changer.
This is the beginning of the future. They are launching a new era right now.
It's the beginning of a whole new adventure and a whole new universe.
We're just getting started, and we're already deep in the DC universe. In James Gunn we trust, and I think we can do it.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. Joe Blow was created by movie fans for movie fans, and we appreciate your support.
Some thoughts, views, opinions, speculation. Yeah, you know. I know. Like, here's the problem, man. Here's what I got to gripe with it, man. I know some people are like, well, let me go my thing first before everyone else's opinion has probably already been out for the past 2 days, because I'm like 2.5, 3 days late in this thing. I don't know if the CGI is going to end up looking real or kind of funky, because right now, like, some of the background people and the villains that they showed him fight, I'm not going to say it looks fake or funky or cokey, pokey, but it kind of looks like the CGI is kind of cheap a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of looks cheap as shit compared to what all the money that DC and Warner Bros. Put in the first time when they had Henry Cavill play the early mid-2010s version of Superman, and how he was supposed to be brought back after Dwayne The Rock Johnson did the Black Lightning movie. I keep forgetting if it's Black Adam or Black Lightning. I think it's Black Adam. Or Lightning Adam, or whatever his name is. I don't know. This thing, I didn't really grow up reading all the DC or Marvel comics, so I only remember them through like the cartoons and shit. That's the only thing that I watched, and that's it. And then I played a few of the video games too, obviously. And that's it. And for me, I don't know, man. It's like, I hope they end up doing him good. I hope he's as good as how Henry Cavill was. Even the other dude, way after Christopher Reeves was done playing Superman, because unfortunately, it's before my time. He ended up being hurt in a horse accident thing, and he ended up being paralyzed for the rest of his life, just like how it happened to Stephen Hawking. Except it was worse for him. He ended up being born like that. Because it was sad. It must have been a real, for anybody that's a Gen Xer, aka the ones like 45, 50 plus years old, almost old enough to be my parents' age, you remember who Christopher Reeves was? And that was the golden boy. Like the iconic American apple pie. Justice in the patriotic American way. It's the Boy Scout way, you know. Typical white people bullshit from the 50s, 60s era, obviously. As a Hispanic Latino, I can say that. You know, I am still American, but I'm kind of American 4th or 5th, and then I'm my race ethnicity first. I know it's going to sound a little bit racist, but I'm not racist, I swear. The only thing I know I am first, I'm a human first, and hopefully second, hopefully a child of Jesus God. I'm praying I am, but if not, it is what it is. And third, I'll be Hispanic Latino, and fourth after that, and then my nationality is American. And then fifth, just a person, average Joe on the street. That's just how I've always seen it. Because I wasn't really raised in a house of like politics or science. I was raised in more of a house like religion more than anything. Because I know my grandpa and my old man were way hardcore like evangelical Christian fanatics, man, of everything. That's why certain movies and video games I wasn't able to play. Other ones I could get away with, thank goodness. But some, I had to wait all the way until I was 18 to play them. So I missed out on a lot of badass, epic, violent graphic shit like I did with Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, a lot of them hentai shit, which kind of, 7 or 15 year olds would be looking at hentai anyways, but I kind of sort of got away with it a few times, but not that much. So I declared my history on the family computer back in the day. So I had my own first computer, and I was like a year after I was 18, like 19. And I started going to community college. Anyways, small little history of everything from back then. Let's get into the other things. I know a lot of people, and some people, they still got complaints about the dude's costume. It looks like crap. He might not be as Henry Cavill, good as Henry Cavill was. And then, like, what's it called? The one before that, the Lou Diamond Phillips, he did pretty good as Superman too. And then the one that played the Smallville version of Superman, I don't remember him because I never watched Smallville, but and it really appealed to me. I think it was more of like a girly romance side of Superman. Maybe I wasn't the targeted demographic for that. That's why I didn't care about Smallville that much back then, in the early to late 2000s. But then when they did this one that, dude, Henry Cavill did his version of Superman was real badass. And of course, I had Lex Luthor at that time. The one before Henry Cavill was the other, than he was Lou Diamond Phillips, or I forgot it was him or some other dude. It might have been another guy as an actor. If it wasn't him, Lou Diamond Phillips that plays Superman. Another one that was Lex Luthor was the one that's not allowed to be in Hollywood anymore, which was Kevin Spacey, because all the allegations that came out with him, like with P. Diddy and all that. So he's not allowed to be in Hollywood no more. But I'm be surprised he doesn't end up coming back. Who knows? And then he did get his Lex Luthor, but he screwed up later on after all the allegations came out on him. So I don't know if Nicholas Holt's going to be as good as Lex Luthor, because the way they made the other dude, Jesse Eisenberg, is freaking, what's his name? Not the Joker, but the other fool. Even though he kind of acted way more like the Joker than he did as Lex Luthor, because I feel like, man, and I knew I wasn't the one that felt like that. The way Jesse Eisenberg did like Henry Cavill's version, aka Zack Snyder's version of Lex Luthor, yeah, he felt way more like the late Heath Ledger's Joker was, compared to like being like I know he's supposed to be crazy, deranged with money and power and authority and all that, because he's a bad guy, obviously. But man, I just couldn't take him seriously as the Joker. It's Lex Luthor. So I'm hoping Nicholas Hoult does way, way better as Lex Luthor compared to what Jesse Eisenberg did. He did a shit job as Lex Luthor, I'm sorry. He was good in all of his other movies, like I was for Zombieland and the Facebook movie, Social Network. And then the other one he just did last year, last year or earlier this year, with Macaulay Culkin's little brother, Kieran Culkin. That one was pretty good. But I don't know, man. He's good at portraying. He was good in the Now You See Me movies too, but like him as a Joker, I couldn't see it, bro. Or him as Lex Luthor, I couldn't see it. So I'm hoping, not hoping not too hard, because this movie might end up being a flop, might be shit, or it might be good. Who knows? Praying and hoping when July comes, this movie, Superman, the one that James Gunn's working on, I'm hoping it ends up being badass. It might get 95, 100% Rotten Tomatoes. It might go less than that. It might be shitty. It might be good. Am I gonna go see it myself? Of course I am. I've seen almost every single Superman in theaters almost all the times of my life, except for like the one that was 2007 or 08, the one that had Kevin Spacey and Lou Diamond Phillips. That one I think I saw on DVD. The other ones after that I saw all in the movie theaters, except of course when 2020, 2022 came around, because of the pandemic went down. Couldn't see them in theaters. I had to watch everything on HD and demand. So really, and then the one I was playing, the Hawk Girl, I hope she does really good as Hawk Girl, because I always used to love watching her in the cartoons. That was like my bae, next to Raven, Starfire, and Blackfire. Those were my best waifu chicks ever. And I guess Wonder Woman to a certain extent. And then there's a whole bunch of versions of Harley Quinn that are out there. And then on the Marvel side, there's a whole bunch of female girls that are super pretty too. I think Black Cat's probably the one where, especially with the whole Rise thing for the last 3, 4, 5 months with Marvel Rivals and Gen Z and Gen Alpha stories getting their introduction to that. Whew, I didn't talk about it on my video, but man, I mean, I didn't play any of this stuff, but I've looked at a little bit of gameplay on that, and the girl that plays Magneto's wife, I forget what her name was. I think his name was Misty Diamond Frost. Emma Frost. Like, dude, whew. Jesus, the fan art in R34 for this woman, dude. Whew. Oh man, there's gonna be a lot of Gen Z kids that are gonna be gooning and edging onto that. That's for sure. And then again, I can't blame them, because I was a horny ass teenager back in my days too, so I'm not gonna blame them for that. And dang, she looked really good as hell in the game. She's a lot of that stuff does kind of feel like Overwatch a little bit. Now I see why Gen Z or Gen Alpha loves the Marvel Rivals game so much. You know, I really don't care about it, but whatever. And that's just for now. Peace on my circle. Ladies and gentlemen, take it easy. I'm going out. Stay safe and gone. Stay tuned for more future content video. See you guys next one. Take it easy. Goodbye.